maybe I'm hearing that exchange wrong, but at this stage of the healthcare process, is it possible that the president really doesn't know what special deals are in and what special deals are out in this healthcare process? And if so, time to hold on to our wallets, maybe even tighter, to our Fox Biz All-Stars, Jonathan Hoenig, Lizzie McDonald, Tom DeLisis, and Maegan Carberry. Lizzie, what do you think?
You know, that was a really telling exchange right there, and I wouldn't be surprised. Look, I don't think the president or a lot of people in Congress do know what's in that bill. It's an Enron-style bill that's tougher to read than an Enron financial statement.
But I'm going to give the president the benefit of the doubt here.
Go ahead.
It's a $1 trillion package, right?
$1 trillion,
so he
yeah.
doesn't know where $100 million is.
No, but these items that Bret Baier mentioned made headlines. The Connecticut $100 million hospital was in the headline.
So you're saying he should have known?
He should have known. And the other quick point is...
So you're saying he's a paper tiger who's letting us slow down and spending our money into oblivion.
I don't know if he's a paper tiger, but he was dismissive and defensive about the procedural process they're using. He's saying that the Republicans are in favor of the status quo within weeks of praising Republican ideas after the Blair House summit. So, you know, you're seeing two sides of the president right here.
Tom?
Listen, Neil, again, it's great to see you guys. I mean, you know, Liz has some great points. I mean, this is purely political.
Were they all great? Or just...
There were a few great points, yeah. I mean, this is purely political. I mean, right now, they have to do what they need to make the American people happy, because everything they've done up to this point, in my opinion, has not been the way they said it would be when he got elected. You got deficits soaring, jobless people out there. Now, the unemployment rate over 10%. In some counties in California, over 20%. And they're talking about compounding more debt on top of the debt we already have. To me, in my opinion, I think this is just, again, I think this is just something for him to try to appease people when the real concern now is jobs.
All right, Maegan.
No, it's
what I want to ask you here is whether the president was a little too cool for school. And it kind of reminds me, I one time had an oral exam in college. And I went to the professor thinking I knew it all, and I was at least sounding like I would know it all, when in fact he ripped me apart. I really was a blithering idiot. And that's why I went into the TV news business after that.
But my point was,
in all seriousness, my point was, when he's picked apart, as Lizzie pointed out, on the details, some that might seem small, others that might seem well headlined and well trumpeted and well telegraphed, he was like, you know, Ralph Cramden, I'm going to Korea an apple. He didn't know.
No, he knows what's going on in the bill. He's just trying to stay on message with the rollout and not come in advance. I don't see how it's different from Sarah Palin not being able to say what the Bush doctrine was.
I knew Sarah Palin, George Bush. I give you creativity. But my point is, you've got to admit that Bret Baier, who, by the way, spoiled it for all of us with the White House, way to go, Bret, but is revealing something in the president that maybe the president, and maybe a reason why he avoids Fox, it doesn't like to be too aggressively challenged, because when it comes to the details of the biggest bill in human history, or not quite human history, but most of it, he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. The president is on Fox. I really am. It's great that I thought it was wrong for him to not be coming on Fox and talking about the issues with all Americans. It's great that he's back and answering questions. If you can't defend your position, you should go home. It's great to have him there.
Okay, that wasn't an answer to my question, but I liked your statement. All right, Jonathan.
Yeah, and Neil, he doesn't know what's in it. His response to Brett's very straightforward question almost harkened back to Speaker Pelosi's comment a few days ago that we need to pass the bill to know what's in it. The truth is, doesn't matter what's in the bill. Doesn't matter the price of the bill. The goal of the bill is government control of health care. That's how we got Kucinich on board. You know, whether it's $1 trillion, $1.2 trillion, I mean, the particulars are going to change just as Medicare has changed. The goal is government control, and that's what the president and the Democrats are ultimately interested in here.
All right, lots more to fight over right after this.
This is a defining moment